It is not an attack on Adani. It is an attack on India. It is attack on India's ambitions of becoming a global player. It is an attack on India to say that, show India that, boss, don't jump. We know your limit. We will show you down. We'll pull you down. We'll break you. And that is the intent of this whole attack on Adani. Why? Because India was flexing muscles. India refused to become a slave of America and side with America in the Russo-Ukraine war. We have seen that India has remained neutral. It did not side with Russia. It did not side with America. It criticized Russia for aggression, but did not become a puppet of America in sanctioning Russia. Very interestingly, we kept on buying oil from Russia at a very low price. And maybe whatever you call it, the Banya Buddhi or whatever, Indian refineries were importing Russian crude oil, which was at a discount of 30-35%. We were processing and manufacturing products, and we were exporting it to America at market prices. And in the process, Indian government earned a huge amount of tax revenue in form of windfall tax. Windfall tax was because India's foreign policy was used to benefit a few companies. And against that, Indian government said that if you are earning, it is because of the government's intervention. So you have to pay a tax. That money has to go for the welfare of the people. And so Indian government charged a windfall tax. And only two companies were manufacturing and exporting to US. And they paid taxes, and India earned a huge amount of money out of it. Okay. So this is how we earn money. Now, this is not something that US will like. So US is using all the techniques. See, I'll remind you one thing over here. Henry Kissinger, he is one of the biggest and the most knowledgeable person in the international relations and the diplomacy area. And he was the national security advisor to American presidents. And he made a statement that being an enemy of America is dangerous, being a friend is lethal. So if you are a friend of America, you are getting destroyed. If you are an enemy, they will anyways destroy you. We have seen what they did to Saddam Hussein, what they did to Gaddafi. We have seen what they have done to many other third world countries where they had their own dictators. So America did not accept anyone becoming larger than them. And if we have to say in Hindi, aankhon se aankh lada ke dekhna, okay? They did not accept anyone with that kind of spirit, especially India, because what we see from 1947 to 2014 was a government which was very meek, which did not have a stand, which did not have a spine. They always succumbed to the pressures of all the countries, be it Russia, be it USA, be it UK, everywhere, including Pakistan. The worst is that the Congress governments even succumbed to Pakistan. Forget US. US is a nuclear power. UK is a nuclear power. Russia is a nuclear power. Soviet Union was our ally, so we had to succumb to them. But even Pakistan, against that, India is standing still, strong and determined. So that is why US is not liking it. Of course, China is not bound to like it. And US has learned one very big thing from the mistake it made with China. US allowed China to grow very strong. And today, China has become the second largest market economy. On whose back of? On back of US market. Henry Kissinger visited China in 1971. It was one of the most famous visits by an American into China. And the then Chinese premier welcomed him. And thereafter, the American president went over there. And thereafter, America started shifting its manufacturing to China. And China became such a big global manufacturing powerhouse. But America did not envision that China will become so big that at one point of time, it will start staring and, threatening US and having ambitions of becoming a global superpower, displacing America. And that is why America has learned that now, if they are allowing any other country to grow, they should create social strife. They should create problems in that country so that that country doesn't really become very big like China to become a threat for US.